he's hungry. Oh boy. Why not use it? Maybe we'll be able to catch a broadcast or two. Oh, day 38. Nothing. Nothing and nothing. We could hear nothing but the annoying static. Better luck next time. Ted is still mighty tired and needs more time to recover his strength. He's not hungry. Timmy was never a fan of soup, but that's all. I know he's hungry. I just don't have any food. Our last expedition brought news of a vehicle parked just down the street. It sure looked unique, but we never got close enough to get a good look. We're almost certain it's not a bandit trap. Perhaps we should send someone over to check it out. I'll send the dad. Okay, he doesn't look injured. Melancholy, but not injured. A shocking discovery. It was a rusty tank. It was a little crispy around the edges, but it was also missing wheels and some other crucial parts, but the seats were fairly comfortable. Wouldn't it be amazing to just drive away and leave the radioactive hell behind us? Ted still hasn't recovered his energy. Where is water when Ted needs it? Okay, so they're all thirsty, and I literally have nothing at all. They're gonna die. We're about to take a cautious peek outside when a furry beast jumped on us. Good thing our hearts were not battered by a fat, heavy hamburger diet, because it was our dog friend and not a mutant lurking to our bones. Good boy, he seems to be hungry. Shall we give him some food? I would if I had food, but I don't, because when people go out, they don't ever get food. We could have fed the poor beast, but we didn't have any food to spare. The dog slowly turned away and went back into the wasteland. Ted is still tired. Oh, Lord. I really have nothing at all. What are these down here? Looks like the rock we got from the old man a while ago really does bring luck. Jim visited us again today, but instead of rocks, he was carrying a big bottle of clean, fresh water. We don't know where he got it, but we were pleased when he shared some with us. It should keep us hydrated for a while. Does that mean I have water? No. Let's see. No longer thirsty though, but he's hungry. No longer. Okay, so it just cured their thirst, their current thirst, but I still don't have any food for them. Let's do something today, something fun. If we don't do something, we might snap. Okay, let's play with some cards. Day 42. We decided to have a little poker game with food cans. Really, what food cans? Things got a bit rough, so rough it badly. Oh, we ruined our flashlight? How? There isn't enough food to go around. I literally have nothing for them. Nope, I have nothing for y'all. We didn't pack any razors when came down to the shelter, and now some of us can be confused with Sasquatch. A good sharp axe might be a perfect replacement for a razor. Well, it doesn't look like he used it. Oh wait, but I'm injured. Oh, God. Ouch! Turns out an axe is not a good replacement for a razor. There isn't enough food to go around. Both boys are injured. A a sleazy looking trader carrying an equally scruffy bag. Yeah, I don't have anything. Literally have nothing. Oh my gosh, she brought back food. And frick! She brought back food right after the boy left. Oh my gosh. Her grandparents always told us blah blah blah. She brought back 4 food and 4 water and a med kit. And a gas mask. Dolores would really love to eat something. Okay, so let's give Dolores some food. Ted looks like he's got 1 foot in the grave. Okay, so he needs food and water, and he's got injuries. Injuries, food, and water. Mary Jane keeps fainting. Let's see, something to drink, and okay, so she needs both. Dang it. Okay. Oh, our friends are back. Wait, but, oh, I'm using it on him. Oh my gosh, but he's gonna die if I don't use it on him. Oh my gosh. Dolores hasn't eaten in a while. It's time to rest. Okay, Dolores needs food and water. He needs food. So let's do this. Food and water and food. Ted is rested. His injuries are fixed. Isn't thirsty anymore. She's hungry, but no longer thirsty. Okay, so she still needs food. Yes, we're gonna send the dad out. If only we had a freaking harmonica or a med kit. We don't have it either because I had to use the med kit on him. We took turns peeking out of the shelter a few times per hour and screaming random words again. Of course, it didn't work. Really, they're hungry again. Hungry. No longer hungry. Okay, so the parents are hungry. Actually, we'll just... Send the dad out. So I left, took the gun. Dolores is still tired and can't seem to sleep. Sleep it off. Dolores is no longer hungry. Mary Jane is very thirsty. And hungry. Okay, a traveling salesman, huh? Complains she still can't get a good night's sleep around here. Okay, she needs water. Enough of this plain, tasteless water. Dolores is really craving a cup of coffee. Real, true, blue American coffee. The kind that you can drink 5 cups and still feel sleepy. But where are we going to find that in this wasteland? Well, Dolores' favorite diner is, used to be a few blocks away. Maybe someone should go on a coffee run. If she wants the coffee, she can go get the coffee. Okay. Our volunteer came back empty-handed. Apparently the diner is now just a sad hole in the ground with some seats laying around. What a letdown. Dolores needs more time to rest. She seems exhausted. Dolores is no longer thirsty. Mary Jane didn't cause any trouble today, and no trouble dared to cross our path. Okay, so they're fine. On our way back from the last expedition, we noticed some drawings on a half-ruined wall nearby. It was a very crude map of our town, and one place was marked with an X. Maybe it's someone's secret stash of soup? Shall we go check? Sure, why not? We're close to death anyways. I just wish Timmy would have stayed. Just one more day. This treasure hunt actually turned out to be fun, despite taking place in a radioactive dump that is our town. More importantly, though, it was successful, and we managed to find a small package. Whatever is in it will definitely prove useful. Ammunition. Dolores needs more time to rest. She seems exhausted. Dolores would really love to eat something. Mary Jane is very thirsty. Okay, so she's hungry, Mary Jane is thirsty. While Mary Jane was rummaging through our belongings, she found a single plant seed. We have no idea what kind of seed it is, but maybe it's the start of something great. If we're lucky, it might be an apple tree, or a cherry tree, or something edible. We need to use a bottle of water to plant it. Sure, why not? Hope it comes to life and eats us. I'm being very negative, I'm sorry. He came back. Here goes nothing. Soil, seeds, water. You'll see what happens in a few days' time. Let's just hope these seeds don't turn into some useless flower. Mary Jane seems optimistic. -1 water. Ted has safely returned from the voyage. He brought back the gun. We were surprised to find out that the metro station wasn't exactly abandoned. It's inhabited by a group that uses bullets as currency. They were armed and not overly friendly, but they're no bandits either. They allowed us to take a look around as long as we didn't touch any of their stuff. We wouldn't pass any opportunity to get some more water, so when we found the toilets, we were not hesitant to fill as many bottles as we could with that murky irradiated liquid. What a treat! Plus 2 water. Our little trip to the surface might have been spotted and followed. We should be more careful next time. Dolores needs more time to rest. She seems exhausted. Dolores is no longer hungry. If there's anything we need, it's water for Dolores. He's hungry. No longer thirsty. Okay, so the mom needs water. The dad is hungry. Water. I'm not sending the child. We have a working radio. Why not use it? Maybe we'll broadcast or two. Please don't break the radio. Okay, it looks fine. We were able to tune in and get rid of just enough static to listen to a very energetic and lively speaker. He seemed well informed and mentioned a few helpful tips that should make it easier for us to survive the next expedition. Dolores needs more time to rest. She's exhausted. Dolores is no longer thirsty. Ted's stomach is rumbling, so he's still hungry. And he's tired. And he's thirsty. Okay, so he's hungry and thirsty. And Mary Jane is hungry. Okay. I'm not sending the daughter out. We were discussing plans for our first meal that didn't feature tomato soup. When we heard yells outside, we discovered they were coming from a small group of ragged survivors. They were a sorry sight, and we weren't surprised when they requested aid. They asked us to provide anything we could, water, food, or medical supplies. Visitors had problems finding enough words to express their gratitude. Many tears were shed, smiles and hugs exchanged, and they wished us all the best. It's a great feeling to help someone out. They left soon after to seek shelter in the ruins of our town. We hope they make it out of there. Dolores complains she still can't find a good night's sleep around here. Okay, Ted's stomach is rumbling. Ted is still mighty tired. Okay, so he's still hungry. Oh my gosh, my nose is just so freaking bad. Oh, God, ugh. Every new smell attacks our noses in this little shelter instantly. There isn't much we can miss, so when a single brick fell out from the wall and tight opening, our senses were immediately invaded by a terrible stench. We should probably check the hole out and see what the source of the smell is. We approached the hole cautiously and peeked inside. What happened next nearly gave us a heart attack. Some crazed rodent, a reptile or whatever, this crazy mad creature was leapt out and started jumping all over the damn shelter. It was everywhere. We couldn't catch it. Before we could do anything, it pushed our radio off the table and went back into the hole it crawled from. We never saw it again. Dolores needs more time to rest. She seems exhausted. Dolores can't remain this thirsty for long. Okay, so she's thirsty. Ted still hasn't recovered. He isn't hungry anymore, and Mary Jane's not thirsty, so she's thirsty. Mom is thirsty. We're gonna have to send someone out next time. Our friends are back, and of course they are. I don't have a freaking... Oh! We were sorry to do so, but we had to refuse them. Ted's still tired. Oh, thank goodness, Dolores has rested. He's not eaten for a while. Ted should drink something. It's always better when things are calm. Okay, so Ted needs water. Without ammunition, so yeah. Go. Sit her with that. She's tired. No longer thirsty. Okay, she's thirsty and hungry, which is fine. We found some weird mushrooms. No, don't eat them. They'll probably make you sick. Oh, look, our little plant's growing. Beautiful plant and tasty. We may be hungry, but there are just some things we will never eat. Wall fungus is one of them. Ted has rested. Ted's stomach is rumbling, so he's hungry. Okay. Whoa, that plant Mary Jane has been tending to is growing like crazy. It's also glowing in the dark. We've never grown carrots or anything, so we're not sure if that's normal. Maybe it's a good time to collect whatever the fruit is producing. Sure. Why not? Irradiated plums for everyone. They were purple. Okie dokie. That's a good call with the plant. We were able to produce 4 cans worth of food from it. The glow seems to give it extra nutritional value. Ted is no longer hungry. Ted is really thirsty. Mary Jane isn't worried, or at least she's not showing it. Okay, so he's thirsty. It gave us lots of food. The other day we heard a quiet knock on our door. Excuse me. But when we opened it, we only found a suitcase on the doorstep, and there was no one around. It is signed, but it sure looks like it's meant for us. I guess check it. Great. That was a really bad choice. Inside the suitcase we found some soup, but yuck, it expired a long time ago. We're not feeling very well. Some of us spend the whole morning using the bucket in the corner. We're not accepting anonymous gifts ever again. Ted is no longer thirsty. We should get Mary Jane something to drink. Okay, yeah, she's thirsty. We never thought we'd live to see dancing cockroaches. We still haven't, but we saw one that was nearly as big as a cat. The good news is they've probably scared off any rats in the area. Bad news is they are huge and they will probably attack us if they get a chance. Sure, let's see if that does anything at all. Probably won't. That was close. A nest of those glowing bugs might have been more than enough to drive us out into the wasteland. Roaches are the worst, but radioactive roaches? Yikes. Mary Jane's condition isn't any better today. Mary Jane is no longer thirsty. Mary Jane is hungry. Ted seems to be doing all right, even though the world has gone to shake crappy place. Wait, was she hungry or thirsty? Oh, my back. She's hungry. Well, good. We got plenty of food. We could use some extra supplies. The last time we went on a supply run, we noticed a damaged tank stuck in the rubble nearby. How about we send someone to investigate? I will go. I being the father, because I, the mother, is gone. Ooh, danger zone achievement. Oh, good, the mother came back. Looks like army rations also consist mostly of canned soup and bottled water, unless someone else left these supplies in the wrecked tank. Plus one of each. We were glad to see Dolores came back safely from the wasteland with the bag, but not the gun. Oh boy. We went on a trip to a more specific place this time, a local museum on Tranquility Lane, several rooms and a corridor wall decorated with some charred paintings that had survived the blast. The whole place doesn't even look that bad. It's almost like a modern art exhibit. In front of the museum canteen was found a box with some water bottles in it. It was probably left there by some delivery company. That delivery company is probably out of business now. Our guess is it was blown out of the market. God. Let's do water. The gift shop was in a sorry state. While it's still standing, the whole place was flooded with souvenirs and junk, or both. Sometimes it's hard to tell the difference. The only useful thing found was a padlock, yes, that was securing the safe. So I got a padlock, but I lost the gun and the ammunition. Our little trip to the surface might have been spotted. Should be more careful. Dolores would really love to eat something. Okay, so let's just do this. She's hungry. If we don't cure Mary Jane, yeah, I know. No longer hungry. He needs water. Yes, we're gonna have to send him out. What's that sound? Oh no, something or someone is below us. It's only reasonable to go and check it out. How about using the manhole for her? Okay, I'll take the axe. Do I ruin the axe? No, it's still there. What the hell? We barely made it out alive. It was a giant mutated crocodile, or alligator, or something else with a giant mouth and plenty of teeth. Is anyone hurt? Dolores has not eaten in a while. Dolores is still tired and can't seem to sleep it off. If there's one thing we need, it's water. Okay, I get it. She needs everything, so let's go ahead and just... There we go. Mary Jane's condition isn't any better. She was injured on top of her sickness. Great. Water is what she needs. Okay, so she needs some water. No longer thirsty, but he is hungry, so give him some food. We're sending him out because we have no choice. What should we send with him, though? Abundance of soup. I'm literally going to send him out with a can of soup. Because why not? If you're sending someone out on an expedition, you should send him with some food, perhaps. Gosh, I hope he comes back before she dies. Okay, he took soup with him. Dolores would really love to eat something. Dolores needs more time to rest. Mary Jane's condition isn't any better. Mary Jane is hurt. She's no longer thirsty. Okay, so Dolores needs food. Mary Jane didn't utter a single word today. This is very odd. Maybe someone should find out what's going on with her. Well, yeah, what's going on with her is that she's injured and sick, and no one's taking care of her, and she's a child, so I'd probably be upset too. What's to say about this? Nothing solves problems better than an honest conversation over a hot beverage. We don't have the latter, but talking alone seemed to do the trick. Dolores needs more time to rest. She seems exhausted. She's no longer hungry. If we don't cure Mary Jane soon, who knows what will happen? We can't ignore Mary Jane's wounds. Yeah, I know we can't ignore it, but... And they're back again, and we don't have a med kit because every time someone goes out, they can't seem to get one. Oh. First aid, real treasure. Dolores is still tired, can't sleep. Can't remain this thirsty for long. Mary Jane's condition isn't getting any better. Let's see. She needs food and water, and the mom needs water. Open in the name of freedom, came a shout from outside our door. We weren't sure who claimed to be representing our freedom, but we could hear it was a group of people, probably armed. Anyone who introduces themselves like that is probably planning to kill someone in the name of freedom. Should we open? No. You should not open. We stayed silent until the group on the other side of the door went away. They didn't show up afterwards, so we figured it was the wise thing to do. Let's just hope they don't come back in greater numbers. Dolores complains she still can't get a good night's sleep around here. Dolores is no longer thirsty. Mary Jane's condition, yeah, I know she's really bad. She's no longer thirsty or hungry, though. We played a game of list the things you hate the most, and our neighbor's name kept coming up for some reason. That reminded us that the little weasel had a safe in his living room. We always wondered what's inside. Maybe now's the time to finally find out. But who will do the honors of stealing the possessions of our arch nemesis? You know what? Forget it. We have been nothing but nice, and we're really close to just losing everything. And she's irradiated. But we got a map, woohoo! We opened the safe. We heard a loud bang in the room filled with thick, nasty smoke. Oh, Lordy. Take that, Ned. Too bad we won't ever get the stench off our clothes. Still tired. Hasn't eaten. She's ill. She's worse. Mary Jane can take a lot, but her wounds are looking terrible. We need to do something. Yesterday, during charades, we learned that Mary Jane doesn't know how to spell... I ain't saying that. And it has left Dolores sorely disappointed. She insists our home, or rather shelter's schooling Mary Jane a little. No. No. What's the point? Dad came back and he did not bring a med kit. Mary Jane made a real scene, complaining that Dolores would never be happy, even if both of her children became president, won Nobel Prizes, and simultaneously became the first people on the moon. Dolores begged to differ. She says she would be at least a little content in this scenario. Ted has safely returned from his voyage to the surface. We set off on an expedition to the nearby zoo to visit on weekends. We were happy to report that it was a productive supply run as well as educational trip. We saw we saw a bunch of stuff. He got a gun, he got some bug spray, he got a deck of cards. Oh boy. Okay, so Dolores is hungry and thirsty. Ted is hungry. Mary Jane is thirsty. Alright, I'm to the point where I'm going to send the kid out. The problem is simple. If we don't wash ourselves, we'll get sick. Seriously sick. It smells really bad down here and doesn't seem like it's getting any better over the next couple of days. How about we do something to fix it? Doesn't kill you makes you stronger. If we can survive just a little bit longer, dirty ears shouldn't be much of a problem. Just to be sure, dibs on the gas mask. Ted's stomach is rumbling, so he's hungry and thirsty. Oh my gosh, my nose itches so bad. Mary Jane can take a lot of things. Let's see. Is all well now? Wait, what? Say that again. Okay, he needs more rest. Mary Jane can take a lot of things, but her wounds are looking terrible. We need to do something. Mary Jane is all well now. Mary Jane is no longer thirsty. She's hungry. Okay, she's not all well, though. She's still wounded. Dolores has rested. She's no longer hungry. Dolores was cured from her illness. Dolores is no longer thirsty. Great. She can go out then. What do we even have? I'll send her. And the daughter left. I'm not really surprised. Ted is hungry. He still hasn't recovered his energy. Mary Jane's injuries were enough to make her angry at us, or at least the fact that we decided not to do anything about them. When we got up, we found a note from her claiming she deserves better and that she had left for Canada because it has a better public health care system. You know, true. Okay, so kids left, Dad's hungry. We are not alone. There's a huge hairy bunny beast that seems to be hiding in one of the pipes. It's been poking its head out, eyeing our measly food stash. We can't let it get at blah 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 blah. We can't let it get to it. We can't let it be in here when we sleep. Okay. I'm gonna ask it a question then. Cans are saved. Too bad for the furry mutant. Guess we're still top of the food chain. Good for us. Ted is still tired, but he's no longer hungry. A young singer approached our shelter this morning encumbered by two different guitars, a big backpack, and a weird contraption holding up a harmonica in front of her face. He asked for some, it's a her, now it's a he, okay, whatever. He asked for some supplies in exchange for a folk song or two. Do we want to share? Sure, have some soup. Will the person give me the harmonica? Because that would be great. Okay. His song brought tears to our eyes. With good talented Americans like that, hopefully the times are a-changin' for the better soon. The sound of his guitar kept blowing in the wind towards us as he was walking away. Our love for his music moved him so much he even gifted us a working radio. Ted still hasn't recovered his energy. All Ted wishes for is a few drops of water. There you go, Ted. We really miss the life we had, the space, the sky, the food, more food. We wish we could go back to a time before the damn bomb dropped. So, I mean, at least we got a radio. Let's see. memories or not, we need to keep our heads clear and get a grip on reality ahead of us. Ted is still tired. After a few days of rest, what he's needing. Blah blah. No longer thirsty. A band of raiders are at our doorstep. They demand we let them in. This is no game. We either yield or we fight. There is no middle ground. Okay, well, I'm gonna try to lock myself in. Okay. We didn't think that a small padlock would stop them, but it turned out to be enough to discourage the unknown attackers. It seemed that they had gave this whole break-in a fair shot, but ultimately gave up and left. Too bad that padlock is in no shape to be used again. We need to think of other ways to fight off bandits. Okay. We were able to fight off the bandits this time, but there's no guarantee they won't come back. We need to be prepared. A pair of strangers, probably bandits, searching the remains of our house above, where we overheard them talking. One of them mentioned they'd captured a woman whose description matches Dolores. We don't think they will let her go. Ted still hasn't recovered. Ted is hungry. Great. The friendly group of survivors we met not long ago popped in today and requested, yeah, I get it, a med kit, don't have one. I should have sent her out with more. Should have sent her with the gun. We simply cannot afford to give away an item. Yeah, I don't have anything. He's no longer hungry. He needs water. Government message coming in. I don't have a harmonica either. Turns peeking out of the shelter. Yeah. There's an armed and dangerous woman outside. Unfortunately, she's out of ammo. Fortunately, she tells us she hunts the wild beasts of the wastes, and right now she's on a trail of a giant mutated spider. We're pretty sure she's lost her mind. What are you gonna do? Well, I don't have any ammunition, so I can't give her anything. Actually, I can't click off of it. Oh, I can't. Okay. Person who murders things for a living, giant mutated spiders in our neighborhood. We don't want to have anything to do with this stuff. Goodbye, lady. Oh, he's still tired. Okay. Today we were visited by a stranger. No. Despite his desperate attempts to sell us, yeah, it didn't work. So, Ted is thirsty. Give him some water. I think I'm almost done. Love you. You okay? Okay. Let's see. Alarm! Someone is trying to break in and they're not alone. We better get ready or else we might end up dead. Okay, well, I've got a gun. Unbreakable. Oh, I broke my gun. Unbreakable. Okay. We were able to defend our home this time. What if they come back? Our trusty old rifle helped us fight, but now it's just a piece of junk. That is not good. Not thirsty, but he's hungry. There's a small muddy pond in the park nearby. Too bad we forgot our fishing rod. Perhaps we could try to fish something out of the nasty water in the old suitcase. Sure, why not? I didn't get anything. I lost the suitcase, but I got some ammo. Okay, I'm no longer hungry. Taking the axe. The end. Ted left for the surface. We hope he'll be back soon. Equipment axe. When we tried to get into our shelter, we found another family inside. They were very convincing with their shotgun and forced us to leave. Surviving the apocalypse is no easy task. We can tell you that much. We spent 88 days in our shelter. Forced to leave by another family. That's it. You were driven away. Well, I was alone at that point. I was hoping I would take the axe and I would go rescue my wife. At least, but it is what it is. Okay. Like I said before, let me take this off. Like I said before, I really like 60 parsecs. I don't care for this game. This is 60 seconds. I think this game would have benefited with a crafting system. I think that really would have helped a lot. A crafting system would have helped tremendously. I mean, as you saw, there were multiple times where I could have, you know, progressed the story and possibly, you know, been rescued or rescued myself or whatever. But I didn't have the capability to do so. And that was, if I had, you know, I'd gone out to try to find supplies multiple times, and I needed a med kit so badly, I needed a harmonica so badly, and I kept going out and kept going out. Obviously, I kept trying and I couldn't get them. And it's literally just luck of the straw. And luck of the straw. Luck of the draw. Like I said, I don't care for this game. But I was asked to play it, and this was my playthrough. And I really did try my best. So, I won't be playing this one again, but I do hope you liked the video. Alright, thank you for watching. Please subscribe. Bye!